Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, all of you. I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome back once again to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. And starting today, starting now, we have launched a new series for all of you that is called Last Lap to SNAP and IFT. And definitely, yes, this is an absolutely new series that will help all of you to prepare for IFT and SNAP examination. So starting today, 30th of November, it's today. Up till 9th of December, we'll be running this series daily on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep as well as on the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep daily at 7 p.m. So you can catch us live at any of these two portals daily at 7 o'clock to prepare yourself for SNAP and IFT examination. Yes, I'll be giving you the schedule for some of these sessions towards the end of this lecture, the schedule for the next 5 upcoming sessions. But in this series, we'll be picking up one topic at a time. Like today, I've taken algebra. We'll be talking about geometry. We'll be talking about arithmetic. We'll be talking about numbers, modern maths. So these are the areas of quantitative ability. Then on the similar lines, we'll be conducting various sessions on logical reasoning and data interpretation, and similarly on all the elements of verbal ability and reading comprehension. So friends, welcome once again. I am Gourav Gupta, and today we are going to take on some of the concepts of algebra as well as some of the questions. All right, so we'll start with the throwing some light on some of the very important concepts on algebra. I'll not be getting into the concepts of algebra, but ऊपर ऊपर से हम थोड़े से formulas देखेंगे. So we'll be looking at the formulas of different arithmetic operations, different algebraic operators, and then linear equations, quadratic equations, functions in graphs, progressions and series, logarithms. So we'll be looking at the some of the formulas of these chapters before we'll enter into question solving. All right, so yes, today we'll be definitely solving some questions, but before that I'll be throwing some light on these examinations as far as algebra is concerned. All right, so friends, welcome back once again on the YouTube channel. Let us begin this session quickly. So if I talk about the weightage of algebra in IFT and SNAP, so definitely in both these examinations, algebra is a part of quantitative aptitude. All right. And today we'll be talking about algebra. And if we'll look at the weightage, so in IFT, you can say that near about 20 to 25% of the questions that appears in QA section comes from algebra. Now the weightage is it varies a lot when it comes to SNAP examination. So we have seen as low as 1 or 2 questions in SNAP and as high as 6 to 7 questions in SNAP. So yes, the percentage weightage of algebra in SNAP, it may vary from 5% to 25%. This as we have seen in the previous year papers of SNAP. All right, so this is the weightage of algebra. This is how important algebra is from the point of view of IFT and SNAP examination. Now, moving ahead, if I look at the trend over the last 4 years for IFT examination, so why I have taken last 4 years? Because in the last 4 years, the pattern is more or less the same for IFT. So starting from 2018 up till 2021, we have seen, like if I'll talk about 2018, so there were 5 questions out of 20 questions in QA section of IFT examination. So the weightage is 1/4, that is 25%, right? So in 2018, the weightage of algebra was 25%. In 2019, uh, as far as percentage weightage is concerned, it reduced because out of total 25 questions in QA section, there were 5 questions on algebra. So yes, when in 2018 we saw 5 questions, in 2019 we saw the same number of questions, but the percentage weightage as far as the out of total number of questions is concerned has been dropped to 20%. 2020 saw very less number of questions from algebra, less than 10%. But if you look at 2021, so again 6 out of 25 questions. we can say that exactly a weightage of 24%. 24% was there in the last year paper of IFT. So yes, over the last 4 years, I can say that we cannot underestimate this chapter of algebra. There have been good number of questions that appears from algebra in IFT examination. All right. Okay, so King Banquet says that thankfully algebra is one of my strong points. So algebra, if it is your strong point, that is good. But if it is only your strong point, then it may create some problem. So make sure that you are revising some other chapters as well. Okay. Gaurav Daga is asking, sir, do clocks and calendars come in logical reasoning or QA? Now, Gaurav, generally we have seen the questions of clocks and calendars to appear in the reasoning section of these examinations. Okay, sir, IFT won't have sectional time limit, right? So, will it be speed-based examination? Varun, IFT is not, IFT does not have sectional time limit. That is true, but at the same time, I'll not call it a speed-based examination because the level of difficulty is slightly on a higher side. So you need to be very selective when you enter the questions. So the strategy will be similar to the strategy that we have used in CAT. The only difference is there is no sectional time limit. But one thing that should be noticed in IFT examination is there are sectional cutoffs in IFT. All right. So until and unless you will not clear the sectional cutoffs for all the 4 sections of IFT as well as the total cutoff, you will not get any call from IFT. All right. So you have to you have to clear the sectional cutoff as well as the total cutoff. Okay. On the similar hand, if I look at the SNAP examination, the trend over the last 2 years. So I have taken the papers of last 2 years only because in 2019, the pattern of SNAP was totally different. Okay, so in 2020, there were 3 slots in which SNAP happened. And then in 2021, again, there were 3 slots. So let's talk about these slots one by one. So in the year 2020, if you look at these 3 slots, slot number 1, slot number 2, and slot number 3, out of 20 questions that appeared in QA section, 1 question came from algebra in 2020 slot number 1, 1 in slot 2, and there were 2 questions in slot 3. All right, so that was the story for 2020. But the story slightly changed in 2021. In slot 1, there was only 1 question. In slot 2, there were 2 questions. But in slot 3, there were 5 questions from algebra out of 20 questions. So we cannot say that the algebra's weightage will be less. It will be restricted to 1 or 2 questions because we have already seen that there were 5 questions that appeared from algebra in last year, last slot of SNAP examination. So that makes algebra another important topic as far as any of the examinations is concerned. Okay, Sarang is asked, sir, we may accept cluster of questions from modern maths in IFT. Sarang, I don't understand, but if you're asking that, can we leave modern maths or can we leave the chapter of permutation, combination and probability for IFT? So it is not a good advice to do that because it is an important topic as far as IFT is concerned or any other examination is concerned. So do we have any info on regular classes of QA for IFT? PB, regular classes of QA, no, will not be having QA classes at BYJU'S exam prep for specially designed for IFT. No, we'll be conducting sessions on YouTube as well as our application. Okay, sir, is this class just an overview or will? Yes, King will be solving questions definitely. Okay, this is not just an overview, but we will be solving questions of algebra in today's class. All right. Okay. Now moving ahead, the topics that comes under algebra are surds and indices, equations, both linear and quadratic, and special equations. All right. The third number topic is functions and graphs. Next, logarithms, progressions. In progressions, you will find questions from arithmetic, geometric, and harmonic progressions. There may be questions which are based on arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and harmonic mean as well. In IFT, we have also seen the questions appearing from the miscellaneous series when it comes to progressions. Okay, and then maxima minima. Like it can be one of the areas from which questions can be asked in IFT examination. Okay. Now let us get into like the business. Okay, so first of all, for the first 5 minutes I'll be taking you through some of the important formulas of algebra, and then we'll start solving some of the questions. So we'll take just 5 minutes, we'll look at the important formulas, and then quickly we'll come to the business of solving questions. So some of the algebraic formulas related to a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. So I'll not be deriving any of these formulas. I'll just show you these formulas so that you can have these formulas in your mind for the next half an hour or 45 minutes. Okay. So a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Then a plus b whole cube and a minus b whole cube. These are two important formulas that you must remember. So a cube plus 3a square b, 3ab square b cube. So these are the four terms that will be separated by plus signs. Now in a minus b whole cube, there will be alternate plus and minus sign. So this plus sign has been changed to negative, and the last plus sign has also been changed to the negative sign. This is a minus b whole cube, right? The more important formulas related to cubes are a plus b whole cube. So the factorized form of a plus b whole cube, sorry, a cube plus b cube and a cube minus b cube, the factorized form. Okay, so a cube plus b cube is a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. Similarly, a cube minus b cube will be a minus b multiplied by a square plus ab plus b square. So here in this bracket, all the signs are positive. Okay, so these are very small things that you must keep in your mind so that you can save plenty of time in the examination. Number 7, a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b. The factorized form is used a lot when it comes to checking the divisibility of some of the expressions which are in this form. Okay, then next is a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square. So if we'll add these two, then the term which is 2ab will get cancelled, and a square plus b square will appear twice. Okay. Okay. Rishabh is asking, okay, Master is saying the session you took on algebra for CAT was really helpful. Thank you very much, Master. Logs used to scare me a lot, but you made it. Okay, thank you, Master. Thank you for your comments. Rishabh, can you please explain how to calculate some of the series with a difference in AP? Rishabh, I'll try to incorporate some of the questions in the next session. Today, I've kept the level of difficulty of the questions easier side, because today I'll be focusing majorly on SNAP. There will be another session on algebra that will be conducted, and that will target the questions of IFT. All right. So all these the sessions that we'll be conducting. So there will be 2 sessions on algebra, 2 sessions on arithmetic, 2 sessions on geometry, because we'll be catering both SNAP as well as IFT. All right. Okay. Now moving ahead, looking at the next formula, a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. So a square and b square वाली जो terms हैं वो cancel हो जाएंगी, and 4ab will be left. So 2ab from here and minus of minus 2ab, that will be plus 2ab from the second part. So net it will be 4ab, right? The next formula rarely used, मैंने ज़्यादा use होते हुए देखा नहीं है ये वाला formula. So a plus b plus c whole square is a square plus b square plus c square plus twice of ab, bc and ca. Okay. Next, this formula is used at a lot of places, not in this form, but in this form. Okay. So formula number 11, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c multiplied by a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus ac minus bc. Okay. Now in the above formula, if a plus b plus c, this part on the right hand side, is equal to 0, then the entire right hand side will become 0, and will be left with only the left hand side, that is a cube plus b cube plus c cube, that will be equal to thrice of abc. Okay, so this is a very important formula and used at a lot of places when it comes to the factorization of any of the expression of this type, a cube plus b cube plus c cube, when the sum of a, b and c is 0. Okay, so formula number 11, मेक अ नोट ऑफ इट, स्टार मार्क कर लो इसके ऊपर, ये इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूला है एंड बहुत ज्यादा यूज होता है. ओके, मूविंग अहेड, next set of important formulas, linear equations. So two linear equations are given. Condition for unique solution, the ratio of the first two variables should not be equal. A1 upon A2 not equal to B1 upon B2 will be the condition for unique solution. Condition for no solution, first two ratios should be equal and the third ratio should not be equal. Right? We must all be knowing all these things. Okay, so I'm quickly taking you through all these formulas. Next, infinite solutions, all the three ratios should be equal. Okay, right. The next set of formulas on quadratic equations. So quadratic equations, general equation is of this type, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now there are two methods of finding the roots of the equation. One is factorization method, but in case you are unable to factorize, you can use the direct formula to calculate the values of x. Okay. Similarly, if looking at the sum and the product of the roots, so form the form of equation in terms of the sum and product, x square minus the sum of the roots into x plus the product of the roots equal to 0 is the form in relation to sum and product of the roots. Also, if equation is given and you will have to find out the sum and product of the roots. So the sum of the roots is minus b upon a and product of the roots is c upon a. All right. Okay. Now moving ahead, looking at the nature of roots depending upon the value of the discriminant. Okay, so if discriminant b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, the roots will be real. Okay, now this part is divided in two different subparts, when d greater than 0 or when d equal to 0. So when d strictly greater than 0, the roots are real and unequal, distinct. When d is equal to 0, the roots are real and equal. On the other hand, if d is less than 0, the roots will be imaginary and both the roots will be complex conjugate of each other. Right? So this is about the nature of the roots of quadratic equation. Okay. Okay, so some more things. Okay, so Master is saying in marathon, Saral sir was saying that you will plan a meetup. I really think meeting you will be helpful. I stay in Delhi only. Please organize a meetup, sir. Okay, Master. So if Saral sir has mentioned this thing, so he must be having something in his mind. So I'll definitely talk to Saral sir as soon as this session is over. And if Saral sir has promised something, so we'll definitely think upon that. Okay. All right, let's move ahead and look at some of the important formulas on logarithms. So few properties that you must remember. Number one, log of b into c to the base a. So these are two getting multiplied. So if you separate log, there will be a plus sign. So it will be log b plus log c. So log b into c is equal to log b plus log c. Next, log of b upon c will become log b minus log c. Next formula, log of b raised to the power c. So this power will come in front and gets multiplied. So this will become c times log of b to the base a. Okay, simple formulas, पता है हमें ये सब चीजें. Okay, next formula number 4, log of, I'll write it separately. So log of c raised to the power d and the base is a raised to the power b. So the power of c, which is d, will come in the numerator and the power of a, which is the base. So a ka power b hai, so b will come in the denominator and rest part will remain as it is. Okay, so this will be the next formula, formula number 4. Formula number 5 is used as a shortcut at a lot of places. So if you have something like 5 raised to the power log of 15 to the base 5. to note that this part and this part are equal. So this will be equal to 15. So a raised to the power log of b to the base a will be equal to b. Okay. Okay. So master will be having classes on PNC as well. Don't worry. So whatever I'm teaching you right now, I'll suggest you to focus on those things. Okay. Formula number 6, a raised to the power log of b to the base c. So here the base is different. So now this will be equal to, if you will interchange a and b. Okay, so a and b ko interchange kar do and they both will be equal. This can be done, right? Okay, now let's move ahead and look at the last set of formulas for progressions. So for arithmetic progression, we know that general term is a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, where a is the first term, d is the common difference, and n is the number of terms. Similarly, the sum formula, sum up till n number of terms for an arithmetic progression. So we have two formulas for this. N by 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or n by 2 multiplied by a plus l. Again, the notations are same. The only extra notation is capital L, which is the last term of the series. Okay. All right. Now moving ahead, talking about geometric progression, the general term is a into r raised to the power n minus 1. This is the general term. And similarly, for sum, we have two different formulas for a GP. So the first formula is a into 1 minus r raised to the power n divided by 1 minus r. This depends on the value of r. So when r is less than 1, we use this formula, and the second formula is used when r is greater than 1. Okay. All right. Now, finally, the sum up till infinite number of terms of a GP. So it is a upon 1 minus r, and it is applicable only when r is between 1 and minus 1. So the value of r should be between 1 and minus 1. Then only this formula is applicable. Otherwise, we cannot find the sum till infinite number of terms for any geometric progression. All right. Okay. So now, friends, let's start practicing some questions. So all of you must be waiting for this moment. You all must be knowing all the formulas that we have just covered. So let's start solving some questions. Now, again, we'll be doing it in the similar manner the way we have been doing in all my sessions. So I'll be displaying one question at a time. We'll give you some time, and then we'll have the analysis, we'll have the discussion on the formula or the solution of that particular question. All right. So I hope all of you are ready. Shall we start solving these questions? Yes or no? Come on. So before we start, come on, let us all like this session. So we have 40 plus students who are watching this session right now. Let's make the number of likes 40 before we start with the first question. Come on, all of you, take a few seconds and like this session. Okay, chaliye. So start karte hain. The first question on your screen now. A very simple question to start with. श्वेता स्नैप के लिए LR ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट कर दिया है. टुडे एट 3 o'clock, टुडे एट 2 o'clock I have taken a session. Tomorrow I am going to take another session at 3 o'clock. Okay, so those who have missed the LR session on Snap, please watch the session that I conducted, that I've taken today at 2 p.m. and tomorrow you can join me once again at 3 o'clock for another session on logical reasoning. So any answer for this one? Come on, go ahead, post your answer. So x value given है √3 plus √2 and x into y is given as 1. So we have to find the value of x square minus y square. All right, simple question है, start करते हैं. Now the value of x is given as root 3 plus root 2. Now x into y is given as 1. So the value of y will become 1 upon x. That is equal to 1 upon root 3 plus root 2. I will rationalize this value by multiplying it by root 3 minus root 2 and dividing it by the same number, root 3 minus root 2. Okay. So the value of y will become root 3 minus root 2 whole upon 1. Okay, so divided by 1. Root 3 ka square is 3. So a plus b into a minus b ka formula apply ho jayega and this will become 3 minus 2, that is 1. So the value of y will be equal to root 3 minus root 2. Okay, so I've got the value of x, I've got the value of y. Now let's talk about x square minus y square. So x square minus y square will be equal to, so this is x, isko square kiya, so it will be 3 plus 2 plus 2 under root 6. So this is the value of x square minus y square will be the square of this term, that is 3 plus 2 minus 2 root 6. Now since there is a negative sign between these two brackets, so 5, this 5 and 5 will get cancelled and the final answer will be 4 under root 6. Okay, so 4 under root 6, that is option A is the correct answer. So plenty of you have given the correct answer. Perfect. Let's have a look at what the correct answer is, and yes, option A is the correct answer. All right. So simple question tha. Let's quickly move on to question number 2 without wasting any time. Question number 2. X raised to the power 8 minus x raised to the power 6 plus x raised to the power 4 minus 1 is divisible by which of the following? Now, like I told you that the level of difficulty today, I'm keeping it a little lower side at the level of SNAP or just slightly above than the level of SNAP. Okay. IFT में और ज़्यादा difficult questions मिलेंगे and we'll be conducting one different session on the algebra of IFT. Okay. Yes, any answer? Okay, I've started getting the answers from a lot of you. Nice. A few more seconds before I'll start with the discussion. Good, 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 everyone. Okay, now here you can see two factors which are present in all the options. The factor of x plus 1 and the factor of x minus 1. Okay, now the given expression will be divisible by x plus 1 if x plus 1 equal to 0 or x equal to minus 1 will make this expression 0. If by substituting the value of x as minus 1, the value of the expression becomes 0, then I can say that x equal to minus 1 satisfies this expression and hence x plus 1 will be a factor. All right. Similarly with x minus 1. So x minus 1 equal to 0 agar put karenge, so the value of x will come out to be 1. And if x equal to 1 makes this entire expression 0, then we can say that it will also be divisible by x minus 1. So let's check it for each of these. So if I'll put x equal to minus 1, first of all, the value of the expression will become 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. So I can say that yes, x plus 1 is the factor of the given expression. Okay, right? Then secondly, x equal to 1 put karenge, again the value will come out to be 0. Okay, so x minus 1 will also be a factor of the above given expression. Okay, so I can say that yes, it will be divisible by both x plus 1 and x minus 1. So the correct answer should be option D. And yes, it is the correct one. Okay, again, most of you have given the correct answer. Yes, these are all SNAP level questions. SNAP में इसी level के questions आते हैं, बहुत simple, straightforward, not very lengthy questions. Okay, so continuing with the next question, question number 3, a simple, straightforward question on logarithms. Okay, master, please focus on the questions. So log of 5x plus 4 to the base 64 is equal to log x to the base 8 plus log 3 to the base 8. We have to find the value of x that will satisfy the given equation. All right, Varun, good, quickest among all the other students. Come on, guys, 40 plus students, 48 students abhi session dekh rahe hain, and such a cold response. Rishabh, post your answer only once. Okay, quickly guys, मेरे को सबका response चाहिए, सबके आंसर चाहिए. Okay, I'll give you some more time for this one. लॉगरिथम का क्वेश्चन है, लॉगरिथम का क्वेश्चन देखते ही सबके पसीने छूट जाते हैं. Okay, so let's have a look at how to solve this one. So I'll give you two different ways of solving this one. So first of all, a standard thing to do, log of 64 base hai can be written as 8 square, and log of 5x plus 4. On the right hand side, I have log base 8 on both terms. So these two terms will be multiplied. So log 3x to the base 8, right? So on the right hand side, I've used the property of logarithms. So log a plus log b will become log of a multiplied b, right? Now, on the left hand side, this power of 8 will come in the denominator. So it can be written as half log 5x plus 4, and that is equal to log of 3x to the base 8. Now on both sides, I have converted the terms in the base 8. So this half will go on the right hand side. This will be multiplied here, and then it will become the power of 3x. So I'll write it in a single step. Now I can write it as log of 5x plus 4. You can skip all these steps if you want, is equal to log of 3x whole square to the base 8. So that means 5x plus 4 is equal to 3x whole square. Okay. Now after this, what you can do is, instead of solving this quadratic equation, you can start using the options. Okay, so don't solve this quadratic equation, put the value of x as 2. So let's see if this equation will be satisfied at x equal to 2. So at x equal to 2, on the left hand side I'll have 14, on the right hand side I have 36. So x equal to 2 does not satisfies. X equal to 1, on the left hand side I will have 9, on the right hand side I will have 9. So yes, it is satisfied by x equal to 1. So the correct answer here should be option B. Okay. All right, Rishabh. Good. Keep warming up the cold responses. ठीक है, it's your responsibility now. So the correct answer here is option B. Otherwise, you could have simplified this quadratic equation. X की दो values आती. One value will come out to be a negative and the other will be positive. Since logs are not defined for negative values of x, so negative value will be rejected and only plus 1 would have been considered. Okay, so that was the answer for question number 3. Option B is the correct answer. That is 1. Okay, let's move on to question number 4. Slightly lengthy as far as language is concerned, but this is a standard question of percentages. Lot of you have solved these type of question a lot of times. बहुत easy question है. Quickly give me an answer in less than a minute. Okay, V Shyam says that log is the strength of mind. Shyam, I share the same opinion. Logarithms जितना हम लोगों ने difficult समझा हुआ है, it is actually not that difficult. So it is just like we have a phobia of logarithms. We have like a fear of logarithms, which should not be there. I have I have been telling to all my students again and again that if they will study logarithms for just 1 or 2 days, then the entire phobia will be over and they will start enjoying solving the questions of logarithms. So quickly, question number 4 का आंसर चाहिए मुझे जल्दी से. Gaurav says option D. Okay. Master D. Varun A. Jay, option D. So most of you are saying option D and some of you are saying option A. All right, all right. Good, good, good. Keep it up. All right, let's start solving this. Not a difficult question. Now they're talking about 3 people, Ramesh, Suresh and Mahesh. So Ramesh has scored 40% of the maximum marks. Now I'll start by assuming maximum marks as 100x. Okay. So Ramesh has scored 40x. Suresh has scored 50x and Mahesh has scored 46x. All right, fine. Now they have given the difference between the marks of Ramesh and Suresh. That will help us in calculating the value of x. So Ramesh failed by 10 marks. So Ramesh has scored minus 10, or I can say that 10 less than the passing marks. And Suresh has scored 5 marks more than the passing marks. So I can now say that the difference between the marks of Ramesh and Suresh, which is 10x, will correspond to 15. The value of x will be 1.5 and the total marks will be equal to 100 into x, that is 150. All right. So if total marks is 150, the score of Ramesh will be equal to 60, right? The score of Ramesh will be equal to 60, right? 40 multiplied by x, 40 multiplied by 1.5, that is equal to 60, which is 10 less than the passing marks. So the passing marks will become 60 plus 10, that is 70. Okay. Now Mahesh has scored 46x, that is 46 into 1.5, that is 69 marks. Now Mahesh has scored 69 marks. Then we have to find out the marks of Mahesh were how much less than the passing marks. So passing marks is 70, the marks of Mahesh is 1 less than the passing marks. So the correct answer should be option D. And yes, it is the correct answer given by almost all of you. Okay. Master, this is just a matter of 1 or 2 days. So just start increasing the number of hours slowly and gradually. Okay. जो भी sitting है, उनको gradually, slowly and gradually start increasing them. And definitely in another 2 or 3 days, you will gain the same momentum. Okay. So forget about the cat. Forget about like come out of that hangover of cat and start preparing for IFT. Okay. Chaliye. Let's move on to next question. Question number 5. Find the middle term or middle terms of the given series. Okay, wait. Shweta is asking me to repeat the right part. Okay. Shweta, after getting the value of x, so basically 40x and 50x, the difference is 10x, and Ramesh is 10 less than the passing marks, Suresh is 5 more than the passing marks. So their gap is 15. So I've equated 10x as 15, getting the value of x, putting the value of x here in 100x. Okay. got the total marks, and then I have calculated the marks of Mahesh as well as the passing marks, and I have got the answer as 1. Okay, how I got 70? So 70, Sham, look at this. If I look at the score of Ramesh, which is 40x, that is 40 multiplied by 1.5, that is 60. So Ramesh has scored 60 marks, and it is given that the score of Ramesh was 10 less than the passing marks. So if score of Ramesh, which is 60, is 10 less than the passing marks, so the passing marks will be 10 more than the marks of Ramesh, which is 70. This is how I got passing marks. All right. Okay. Let's move ahead and look at the next question. Find the middle term in the given series. Jayasuman, that was the fastest way to solve that question. It will hardly take 30-40 seconds to finish the entire one. Okay. Any answer for this one? People are saying option A, that is 153. All right. Option D says Ritika, Master, King's Banquet, Ameya. Okay, so people are saying option A and option D. All right, we will not get an easier question than this. The series is 4, 7, 10, 13, and so on. The last term is 304. Now this is an arithmetic progression with a common difference of 3. So if I'll try to express each of these terms as a multiple of 3, so I can say that general term of the series can be written as 3k plus 1. All right. So all these terms are 1 more than the multiple of 3. Okay. Now to find out the middle term, what you can do is you can just take the simple average of the first and the last term. So 4 plus 304 divided by 2 will straight away give you the middle term. Okay, so 308 divided by 2, that is 154. Now check if 154 is also in this form. Yes, 154 can also be written as a multiple of 3 plus 1, and hence 154 will be among one of the terms in this series, and hence the middle term. So the correct answer has to be option D. Okay, am I clear? So Sicario, there is a student 3n plus 1. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Yes, so King's Banquet, I'll consider that also. What if the series was up to 308? Okay, so the last thing that I have mentioned here, after getting the answer as 154, after getting this answer, you just check if 154 is one of the terms. If 154 is of the form 3k plus 1. Okay, now if the series is up till 308, so let me add one more term. Okay, wait. So 308, I have added one more term. So now 4 plus 308 divided by 2, that is 312. Wait, okay. So one of the students has mentioned 308. Guys, 308 cannot be the term. Okay, logically, because plus 3 hoga, so it can be up till 307. Okay, it can be up till 307. Okay, right? So if let's say 307 is the next term, so 4 plus 307 divided by 2, that is 311 divided by 2. So it will be 155.5. Now since it's the decimal, so one term before this and one term after this, that is lying in the series, that is 154 and 157. These two will be the middle terms. Okay, so 307, if I'll add one more term, then there will be two middle terms because the number of terms will be even. So you must remember that if the total number of terms is odd, there will be a single middle term. If the number of terms is even, then there will be two middle terms as I have calculated. Okay. Okay, चलिए आगे चलते हैं. So answer for this question was 154, and I have also given you the variation. Let's move on to the next question, question number 6. A fantastic question to do. 300. Question number 6. 2x plus 1 upon 3x is given as 6. We have to find the value of 9x square plus 1 upon 4x square. Tripti, definitely we will be conducting such a series for all the upcoming examinations, including XAT. So please don't worry, we'll be doing that. All right, Rishabh, the fastest to give an answer. Good. Varun. Now this is slightly tricky, not difficult. If I'll tell you the first step, you'll be amazed and you'll be surprised how easy this question is. Okay, so master, I'll clear that. So it is 2x plus 1 upon 3x. Now a few more seconds. Only two students have given the answer, Rishabh and Varun. Now, Rishabh and Varun, both of you don't sit idle because I believe your answers are incorrect. So please keep solving. Yes, Kaushal, definitely these sessions will help you in NMAT also because NMAT has a similar level of difficulty as SNAP. Okay, so we have to find out 9x square plus 1 upon 4x square. This is what we have to find out. Now, as you can observe that if I'll square this term, I will not obtain this portion. Okay, right? Yes. So I'll tell you the trick for this one. Okay. Now you are given 2x plus 1 upon 3x equal to 6. Now if somehow I have the value of 3x plus 1 upon 2x, carefully have a look at it. If I get the value of 3x plus 1 upon 2x, then upon squaring this, I can obtain the value of this. But I don't have the value of 3x plus 1 upon 2x. I have the value of 2x plus 1 upon 3x. So what you can do is, you can multiply this entire equation by 3 by 2. So on the left hand side and on the right hand side, just multiply it by 3 by 2. Okay, so 3 by 2 multiplied 2x will be equal to 3x, and then 3 by 2 multiplied by 1 upon 3x will be 1 upon 2x, and that will be equal to 3 by 2 multiplied by 6, which is 9. Okay, now take square on both sides. So you will get 9x square plus 1 upon 4x square plus twice of 3x multiplied by 1 upon 2x. On the right hand side, it will be equal to 81. So now 9x square plus 1 upon 4x square will be equal to 81 minus 3, and that is 78. So 78 will be the correct answer. Yes, Mansa, you are absolutely correct. Multiplying 3 by 2 on both sides and will get the value of the required expression. Right. So that was an amazing question. So difficult nahi tha. It was just a small trick that we need to apply here. Okay. So yes, the correct answer here is option B, and I believe some of you have definitely given a correct answer. Mansa was the first one to give a correct answer. Good. Wonderful. Okay. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Now before I move on to the next question, again a small request to all of you. Quickly like this session. See, I'm so considerate. I'm considerate enough to give you a small break every time. Okay, such small breaks so that you can refresh, you can have some water. And meanwhile, you can also like this session. So come on, there are 60 plus students in this session and very less number of likes I can see. So quickly, come on, all of us will now increase the number of likes up to 60. Come on, 60 is your next target. Then only I'm moving ahead. Otherwise, I'm not continuing with this session. No, how can I do that? Yes. So I just request you to increase the number of likes, but it's totally in your hands if you want to or not. I am moving ahead with the next question. So question number 7 on your screen now. Now read the language of this question very carefully. Two quadratic equations have a common positive root. Common positive root. The equation formed by the other two roots is given. Okay, equal to 0 kar do ise. So equation formed by the other two roots is x square minus 6x plus 8 equal to 0. Now the next statement is very important. The sum of all product of the four roots taken two at a time is 116. So sum of all the four roots taken two roots at a time, sum of all the products of the roots taken two at a time is equal to 116. So find the common root of the two equations. Thank you, Jaisuman, Master, and others who have increased the number of likes. Thank you. Now this one, I'll say, I'll not keep this question in the level of difficulty of SNAP. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा हायर लेवल का क्वेश्चन है एंड यस आईएफटी में इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन मिल सकता है आपको. So I have got answer as 7. I have got answer as 8. Okay. Only 3 students up till now. And 6 is also one of the answers. Important is not to give the first response. Important is to give the first correct response. ठीक है? चलिए देखते हैं. अच्छा क्वेश्चन है ये. Two quadratic equations have a common positive root. So let's say the first quadratic equation has the roots as alpha and beta, and second quadratic equation has the roots as alpha and gamma. Okay, so these are the roots of two equations where alpha is the common positive root. The equation formed by the other two roots. So other two roots which are not equal, that means beta and gamma. The equation formed by these two roots is x square minus 6x plus 8 equal to 0. So can you all quickly solve this equation and get me the value of x? Quickly, come on. x की क्या क्या values आ रही हैं यहां से? Come on, give me the values of x from here. X square minus 6x plus 8. Solve this equation and give me the value of x. That is not done, guys. All right, master. 4 and 2. So these are the two values of x that I'm getting. Okay. So I can say that these uncommon roots, the values can be 4 or 2. So let's say beta is equal to 4 and gamma is equal to 2. Okay. Now let's read further. The sum of all product of the four roots taken two roots at a time. So the roots I have four roots. Okay. So first of all, I'll treat all of them with alpha. So alpha beta plus alpha into alpha plus alpha into gamma plus then I'll consider beta with all of them. So beta into alpha plus beta into gamma plus alpha into gamma. Okay, so these are the sum of all the products of four roots taken two roots at a time. So I'll give you another example. Let's say the roots are A, B, C and D. None of the roots is common. Okay, so sum of all the products of these four roots taken two roots at a time, simply it will be AB plus AC plus AD plus BC plus BD plus CD. So A को पहले सबके साथ ट्रीट करो, right? Then B को remaining के साथ ट्रीट करो and then C को remaining के साथ ट्रीट करो. Okay, so you will get 6 different terms and this value is given as 116. All right, fine. So I have given an example there. Using that, you can write this entire expression. So this and this will be combined, will become 2 alpha beta plus this and this will combine, will become 2 alpha gamma, and then I have alpha square and then I have beta gamma, and that is equal to 116. Okay, so just quickly put the values of alpha plus beta or alpha and beta separately. So if beta is 4, so this is 8 alpha plus gamma is 2, 4 alpha plus alpha square plus 8 is equal to 116 and you will get a quadratic. Why 2 alpha? Okay, 2 alpha. So alpha beta and alpha beta इन दोनों को add किया, so I'll get 2 alpha beta. Okay, right? So equation will be x alpha square plus 12 alpha minus 108 equal to 0. Now solve this equation and give me the value of alpha. All of you. Come on. Give me the value of alpha. Oh, Naveen sir, welcome. अरे कहाँ सर, ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट तो सर आपके लिए होना चाहिए. Okay, so alpha की value positive 6 will be one of the values of alpha, right? And the correct answer will be option B. All of you are absolutely correct now. So yes, correct answer is option B. Okay. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Question number 8. Yes, question number 7 was difficult. Definitely it was difficult and it can be taken as a question of level of difficulty of IFT. Okay. Next question, question number 8. Now a wonderful question this one is. वरुण, फॉर दैट कुछ याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं थी. दैट वाज द इक्वेशन दैट आई फॉर्म्ड यूजिंग द डेटा दैट वाज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन. Okay, now Visham, why I did not take alpha, beta, gamma, and delta? So that was a simple reason, because in the question it was mentioned that there is one common positive root. So that is why I have taken alpha as the common root of both the equations. Okay. Now question is, Nandan went to a shop to buy dessert for his house inauguration ceremony. He noticed that with the amount he had, he could buy 18 rasmalai or 16 gulab jamuns or 9 imartis. Such a tasty question. If he bought an equal number of each of the three desserts with 11 times the amount he had, find the number of imartis bought by him. Any answer? Any correct answer for this question? Up till now, I have not received any correct answer. नवीन सर ने भी गलत आंसर दिया. No, Naveen sir, 64. D is not the correct answer. Okay, so let's have a look at a proper way of solving this question. Okay, now we know that the amount that he has can buy either 18 rasmalais or 16 gulab jamuns or 9 imartis. So that means the price of 18 rasmalais is equal to the price of 16 gulab jamuns, which in turn is equal to the price of 9 imartis. Okay. Now let us start with an assumption, assuming this value. So all three of them are equal. I'll assume all three of them equal to a value which is divisible by 18, 16 as well as 9. So एक ऐसा नंबर assume कर लो जो 18, 16 और 9 तीनों से divisible हो जाएगा. ठीक है? So a number, the smallest number which is completely divisible by 18, 16 and 9. Yes, anyone? Smallest number which is divisible by 18, 16 and 9. Yes, anyone? Okay, so I'll give you that number. It is 144. Kings, it is 144. Okay? So if 18 rasmalais cost 144 rupees, so the price of one rasmalai will be equal to 144 divided by 18, right? 144 divided by 18, that is 8. Price of one gulab jamun will be equal to 9, and price of one rasmalai will be equal to, sorry, one imarti. Rasmalai to ho gayi. So price of one imarti will be equal to 16. Okay, done. Now if he bought an equal number of each of the three desserts, so that means he has bought X rasmalais, he has bought X gulab jamuns, and he has bought X imartis at a price which is 11 times, the amount he had. The amount he had is 144. Okay, so what will be the value of X is what they have asked. So X common le lete hain. R plus G plus I, I'll pick it from here. So 8 plus 9 plus 16, and that is equal to 11 into 144. So the value of X will come out to be 11 into 144 whole divided by 8 plus 9 plus 16. So that is 17 plus 16, 33. Okay, cancel करके आंसर आ जाएगा 48. 11 and 33 will get cancelled. 144 upon 3 is 48. So 48 will be the number of Imartis or the number of Rasmalais or the number of Gulab Jamuns that he can now buy at 11 times the price, 11 times the money that he has. Okay, so here the correct answer, yes, it is option B. And handful of the students earlier have given option B as the answer. Mansa once again was the first one to give the correct answer. Okay, so 48 the correct answer. With this, let's move on to our next question. Question number 9. The sum of first 4 terms of GP is 80 and the sum of next 4 terms is 6480. Find the sum of the first term and the common ratio if both are given as positive integers. Quickly. बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, बहुत स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन है. ऑलराइट कौशल, ठीक है, आपने बोला होगा गुड. सो बट मेरी चैट में यार कौशल ठीक है, सो यू ऑल्सो कैन टेक द क्रेडिट. सो कौशल वॉज ऑल्सो among the first set of students who have given the correct answer for the previous one. Good, keep it up. All right, master, let's see if this is correct or not. Varun says A, master says C, Naveen sir says C. अब देखते हैं नवीन सर का भी आंसर इस बार गलत होता है या फिर नहीं. I'm sorry Naveen sir, option C. Let's see. Okay, चलिए. So फटाफट से दो इक्वेशन बना देता हूं मैं. You can also skip whatever I'm writing here. ठीक है, डायरेक्टली भी लिख सकते हो. So first of all, sum of first 4 terms A, AR square and AR cube is given as 80, and the next 4 terms AR raised to the power 4, AR raised to the power 5, AR raised to the power 6 and AR raised to the power 7 is given as 6480. Now in the second equation, I'm sorry, from the second equation, from the left hand side, if you will take out R raised to the power 4 common, then you will find this particular portion. Okay, right? So you can take that common and do the division of first and second equation. First और second equation को divide कर दो. So you will get 1 upon R raised to the power 4 on the left hand side. ठीक है? And on the right hand side you will get 1 upon 81. So the value of R that you will get, will be equal to either plus 3 or minus 3. Now since the question clearly mentions that R is a positive integer, so I will consider plus 3 and will eliminate this value. So the value of R comes out to be plus 3. Done. ये हो गया first part. Now substitute the value of R in this equation, in the first equation. So A plus 3R, sorry, R को 3 put किया तो A plus 3A plus 9A plus 27A, that will be equal to 40A, that is 80. So the A का value कितना आ जाएगा 2. So the value of A is 2, the value of R is 3, and they have asked you the sum of these two. So A plus R, that is equal to 2 plus 3, that is 5. So yes guys, this time most of you are absolutely correct. Correct answer is option C, that is 5. And Naveen sir, your answer was absolutely correct. Okay. All right, चलिए आगे चलते हैं. The last question for the day, logarithms. A wonderful question. Guys, last question. Then you can play with Naveen sir. Okay? Then Naveen sir will come and will sing songs for all of you. Naveen sir ने मैराथन में तो गाया नहीं गाना. So Naveen sir will sing a song here. चलिए last question. Logarithms. माहौल तो अब बनेगा. Find the value of log 8 in terms of a if log 5 is equal to a. All right, last few seconds for the last question to all of you. Chaliye, let's start solving this one. Now we have to find out the value of log 8 given the value of log 5 as a. So now what you have to do is you have to convert and write 8 in terms of 5, all right, or in terms of 10. Log 10 is 1, so हम वो चीज use कर सकते हैं. So I can write 8 as 1000 divided by 125. 1000 divided by 125 is equal to 8. So log 8 can be written as log 1000 divided by 125. Okay, so now this can be written as log 1000 minus log 125. Okay, log 1000 can be written as log of, I'm writing each and every step for you, 10 cube minus log 125 can be written as 5 cube. Okay, so this will become 3 log 10 minus 3 log 5. Log 10 का value 1 होता है, so it will be 3 minus 3 multiplied by log 5 can be written as a. So 3 minus 3a will be the final answer. So 3 minus 3a is among the options, that is option C, and it is the correct answer. Now let's keep it real. Has asked why not 40 upon 5. Now if I'll be writing it as 40 upon 5, okay, I will introduce 5, but how will you be able to calculate the value of log 40? Now log 40 will give you a problem because log 40 can be written as log of 4 plus log of 10. Log 10 can be taken care of, but again problem karega ye log 4. So that is why I have converted it in the form of the power of 10 and the power of 5, because log 10 is equal to 1. So you will not have any problem if you have log 10 or any power of 10 in the expression. Okay, ठीक है? So that's it about question number 10, the last question for the day. Okay, so that's all about this session. Now some important set of information for all of you about the upcoming sessions. So this is the schedule of the next 5 upcoming sessions starting from 1st December up till 5th of December in the series of last lab to IFT and SNAP. So these are the 5 sessions. You can note it down. You can daily meet us at 7 o'clock in this series, and definitely during the day as well at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock we'll be conducting different sessions. And for one such session, you can meet me tomorrow at 3 o'clock with a session on logical reasoning for SNAP. All right. Also, don't forget to join us on 10th of December for the SNAP 2022 first impression and the detailed analysis. This analysis will be taken by top faculty present at BYJU'S exam prep. Okay. All right, so that is all from my side, my dear friends. Good to see all of you with such a wonderful set of energy levels in this session. We'll see you once again tomorrow at 3 o'clock with a session on logical reasoning for SNAP. Till then, have a nice day. Wonderful day. Bye bye. Thank you very much.